Welcome to New Hampshire's Business. I'm Fred Coker. There's a new report out that says there's not enough rental housing in New Hampshire, and the housing that is available is not always affordable. Look at some of the facts, and here they are. Vacancy rate 1.4% for two-bedroom units. Usually it's 4 or 5%. Monthly rent, median rent, $1,263, and half of renters pay more than 30% of their income on rent. Now here's a quote. Rent is affordable to low-wage workers in exactly 12 U.S. counties. That's from the National Low-Income Housing Coalition. With me to talk about this is the author of this report, and his name is Dean Christian. He's Executive Director of New Hampshire Housing. Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you.
Nice to have you.
Thank you.
This is a trend, isn't it? This rental housing situation where we don't have enough housing for the demand. This has been going on for a while, and it's getting worse. Is that the point you're making?
Yes, I think the data shows that New Hampshire's had a tight rental market for some time, and it's getting a little bit worse as our economy picks up, as there's more demand, as there's more household formation. It's a supply-demand equation. As there's more demand in a tight market, prices go up, vacancy rates go down.
Is it the same around the state, or is there different pockets around the state of rental trends?
The general trend is actually pretty similar throughout the state, although obviously the southern part of the state tends to have much more pressure than some of the northern counties.
And those populations that are affected the most, I assume, would be young couples looking for their housing, the first housing, and elderly.
Yeah, I think that's true. I mean, obviously, lower income people on fixed incomes are going to have a harder time in this market than someone who has more means.
Here is a graph. Let's go to the statewide vacancy rate graph. You brought this with you. And look at the 2008 on the left, to 2017 on the right, and there that line. What are we looking at here? It looks like about 3.7% back in 2008, down to 1.7% now.
Right, so that's the vacancy rate, and it has been declining pretty steadily over the last few years as the economy has improved. We had a peak during the recession of about 4.5%, almost 5.5%, but even that was relatively low compared to national numbers. And so national numbers now are in the 4% range. We're under 2% in most markets.
And then here's another graph, and this graph is the median monthly gross rent for two-bedroom units in New Hampshire. Again, the year 2000 on the left over to the year 2015 on the right. There is that whole rent is up about 4%, you said, just in the last year?
Yeah, so there's been a pretty steady increase in rental costs. And again, we went through a deep recession nationally, and you see maybe a little bit of stabilization in those numbers. But once the economy began to pick up again, there began to be upward pressure on those numbers.
Yeah. What's driving this?
It is primarily demand without adequate supply. And I think at the core, we've said for many years, the problem is that New Hampshire needs more rental housing, and we just don't build enough rental housing to meet that demand. And there's a lot of factors that contribute to that. The cost of building housing has gone up, and it may not be yet that rent levels have risen to a point that support the cost. We also have a lot of regulatory barriers in New Hampshire
Such as?
Well, there's a lot of local rules that may be well-intentioned, but what they tend to do is add cost and risk to the development. And so a builder who is looking at the opportunity to build housing might not want to pursue building multifamily housing in certain parts of the state.
Now, you brought with you a map of New Hampshire, and let's put that up. And here, if you start at the top, Coos County, the rents are around less than $900 and less. All the way down to the south in Hillsborough and Rockingham counties, where the rents are $1,200 and more. This is per month. And in between, there's everything from Grafton to Carroll to Belknap to Sullivan to Merrimack, Cheshire, and so forth. That is not a huge difference, but a difference. The farther north you go, the less the cost of rent.
Well, absolutely, and it's impacted heavily by the presence of the Massachusetts market, the economic activity out of Massachusetts. You have commuters, you also have folks just crossing the border to decide to live in New Hampshire for other reasons. So there's always been more pressure in the southern part of the state. It's actually also where most of the rental housing is, quite frankly. There's not a lot of rental stock in the far north country. And there's other pockets. The Hanover-Lebanon area contributes dramatically to the numbers in that county, whereas the rest of the county doesn't really have a whole lot of rental housing.
We could keep going with this, but Dean Christian, Director of New Hampshire Housing, thank you.
Thank you.
And if you want to look at some of those numbers again, you can go to WMUR.com, and on the top left-hand corner it says menu. Click on that, click on local news, and then scroll down to New Hampshire's Business.